4 months ago, I didn't even know I had a son.
Yeah.
Yeah. Things has changed in 4 months.
Yeah, dramatically. Yeah. So as promised, we have a very interesting story to share with you. So my sister's husband was adopted, and he wanted to do one of those DNA testings, partly to find like his parents, but also to see if he had any sort of like genetic problems, like health issues, where he was from, you know, things like that. And my sister did it as moral support, you know. And my sister got her results back, and you know, she was just reading like about her health things and like where she was from, and then it said that she had like relatives, you know, it shows all of like your 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th cousins, you know, and she clicked on it, and up popped that she had a brother, a half brother, that we had no idea about. We had never heard of this before at all, had absolutely no clue. So immediately she calls me and she's like, oh my gosh, is this accurate? Is this real? What should I do? This is crazy. And I was like, let's call Dad. So instantly we three-way with Dad on the phone, and Dad's like, what are you talking about? You had no clue, did you?
I had absolutely no clue.
Yeah, it's so crazy.
Yeah.
So Dad had just divorced from my sister's mom.
First wife.
Yeah, your first wife. And he was single, and it was right before he married my mom.
Well, it was a little while, yeah.
Well, it was like in between is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
right. And I guess you were just like a newly single person. I don't know.
That was too many years ago. I don't remember those.
But my point was I don't think that you were like trying to have a relationship, and I don't think she was either. You guys were just adults, you know. And neither one of them, because even my brother's mom, my new brother, she didn't know, like, they didn't know, you know what I mean? There was no foul play or anything like that. It's just neither one of them knew, you know. So it's
now I have a son.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's quite amazing. It really is.
Yeah.
And I not only have a son, I have a daughter-in-law.
Yes.
I not only have a daughter-in-law, I got 3 grandkids.
3 new grandbabies. Are you tearing up? So, anyways, we see this this match, you know, and it shows his name and his birthday. His name's Matt, and he was born 85, right?
Yeah, 1985.
Yeah.
January, yeah.
Yeah. And so John, you know, little tech-savvy John, starts looking him up on all these different platforms and stuff. And I think you actually found him on Facebook, right?
No.
Where'd you find him?
Accurate.
Okay, John is a fraud analyst. That's his job. So he searched through that and found him. And then he searched on Facebook, and we found his Facebook. And there was 2, like, options. People with the same name, birthday, stuff like that. And just looking at the pictures, I was like, oh my gosh, that's Dad. Like, he looks just like you. It is insane.
It's insane because he looks like his mother, too.
Yeah, he does. Like, if you look at...
It's a good combination there to where they look the same on both.
Yeah, if you put his picture and your picture together, it's identical. But then his picture with his mom's picture is also identical. So
it's weird.
It is. It's so strange. So, me and John actually reach out to him on Facebook, and we're like, hey, did you do this DNA test thing? And he said, yeah, I don't know who my dad is, and I was trying to figure out who my dad was. And he also was wanting to figure out any, like, genetic health concerns, things like that. And he actually had taken a DNA test before this one, and no matches came back. So this one that he did was kind of just like for fun, you know, he wasn't expecting anything, and he didn't get anything because he took it before my sister did.
Right.
So,
there was nothing to match.
Right, exactly. And then my sister took it and she got the match. And he gets on his site, you know, and sees that he has a sister and we're matched, and he's like, oh my gosh, wow. I mean, he's just as shocked as we are. Because I don't think, after, you know, this long and actually doing a couple DNA tests, I don't think that he was, like, expecting to be able to find anything, you know. So it was, I think it was a shock all around.
He was always just curious. You know?
Yeah. The crazy thing is that he was an only child. So he went from an only child to having, oh my gosh, what, like 10 siblings between all of us? Like, there's a lot. And he has like 30-some cousins and, you know, 5 aunts and uncles. And it's a huge family to go from, like, you know, basically just his mom and him, you know.
Well, no, because Natalie, his wife.
No, she has a big family.
No,
yeah. But I'm talking about like his side, you know.
But it was always Natalie and her big family and just him.
Yeah, exactly.
And now it's not just him; he's got this big family.
Yeah. So it's just I can only imagine how he feels, or you.
Oh man.
So we got to talking to him, and he's a great guy, you know.
Just texting. For me,
yeah. And we also talked to his wife a lot, you know, phone conversations for hours. And they decided, you know, we all decided that we wanted to meet each other. Right. This happened a few months ago, right?
Well, we met. We found out 4 months ago. 4 months ago, I didn't even know I had a son.
Yeah.
Things has changed in 4 months.
Yeah, dramatically.
Yeah. So we're supposed to meet today. Everybody's supposed to get together and meet. We was going to call each other this morning, make a meeting place, and for the first time I get to meet my son. And I've got 3 grandkids, and that I've never seen, and I was getting them something to give them, you know, when they come up as a little gift.
Yeah.
And I was in Walmart, and I was checking out, and I had a peck on my shoulder. I turned around looking, and there stood Matt. You could have. A man just could have walked up and hit me right in the face. It just tore me up. It was something.
So, we were actually also in Walmart. So Dad calls us and he's like, come here, I got a surprise for you. And I'm like, oh, okay, you know, whatever. And I come around the corner and there they are. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And we give him a hug. And it took everything I had and I'd start crying. I was just so like, oh wow. It's just, I mean, you're nervous and excited for the anticipation of meeting him, and then for
today.
Today. And then for it to happen like that, like out of the blue, you know, it's like, whoa. It was really
Which
nice.
I think really turned out better that way.
Yeah, because that way the nerves weren't like built up or anything,
right.
You know, it just happened right then and there. And we stood and talked to him for over an hour.
Oh, a couple hours.
And all of us had things to do. We were all busy, but we still just like stood and talked for an hour.
Oh yeah.
So they're coming over today. We didn't get to meet the kids though. They didn't have their little ones with them.
No, so I get to meet them for the first time.
That'll be exciting.
And,
yeah.
Oh well, look.
I know. And Leon, you know, he loves kids, so he's gonna get 3 new cousins to play with, and it's exciting. It's such a crazy story, though.
So we're all trying to figure out what kind of activities can we have.
Yeah.
I wonder what they like to do. And, you know,
I think Dad's a little bit nervous because he's over planning. He's like, oh, I need to get food. I need to get this. We need to set this up. We need to do like everything. I mean, these kids are not going to be bored. I can tell you that. He's like super excited.
Oh yeah.
But unfortunately, you know, they live out of state. Yeah. So, well, I mean, we do too. So, it's probably going to be, you know, all the holidays and stuff will all get together.
And it's going to make me have to make a big circle.
Yeah, I know. You'll have fun road trips to look forward to.
Yeah, there you go.
But, yeah, that's the story of how my dad met his son that he didn't know he had.
All right.
That is so crazy. How do you feel?
Well, I feel great right now. I'm on cloud 9, but
yeah,
but yesterday, I just can't. You just don't know the feeling just to turn around. Get a little peck on the shoulder, just turn around.
I couldn't
Boom, there it is.
imagine.
Oh
Wow.
my God!
Like looking in the mirror.
I mean, I loved it. Don't get me wrong. Absolutely, just thrilled
It was
me.
just a bunch of
Now, I'm like,
emotions.
it took me like a second to, and I knew it was Matt instantly as soon as he heard it. Oh my God! And then we looked at each other, and he was kind of, you know, all kind of surprised too. You know, didn't really want to expect. I didn't want to expect. So we just give each other a big hug right there. And I turned around and told everybody, hey, this is my son, the first time I get to meet him. And people thought he was probably crazy. But I didn't care.
And before we met him, he sent like a bunch of pictures. And every single picture is like, oh, that's something Dad likes to do. That's Dad, like hunting, fishing, four-wheeling. And I'm like, oh my gosh. There's no denying that one. That's your kid for sure.
When they was in Walmart, you know, my daughter Melinda, she works there, and she was the first one to see him. And she was, and how she recognized, she thought it was me.
Right.
And she said, he walked just like you do, Dad. I mean, just like, oh my God.
He was turned around backwards, walking like away.
Yeah.
And he was like, he dresses the same, his hair's the same, his body type's the same, he walks the same. It's uncanny. It really is.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're coming over today. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to like vlog them, but they did say we could like share the story with you guys. So we'll see what happens. But I have a new brother and you have a new son. So.
All right, everyone. Well, since I didn't get to talk at all, I wanted to do the birthday shouts. So happy birthday, Danielle.
Happy birthday, Tasha.
Happy birthday, Liz.
Happy birthday, Alicia.
And happy birthday to Ave.
And happy birthday to Harley.
I hope that you guys have a wonderful birthday. That's pretty much it for today. Thank you so much for watching.
Please like and subscribe.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.